Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. 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 Jaya Jaya Ram. Jaya Jaya Ram. Om Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedhase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha. Om Shri Ramachandraya Namaha. Atulita Baladhamam Hema Shailabhadeham Danujavana Krishanum Jnaninam Agraganyam Sakala Guna Nidhanam Vanaranam Adhisham Raghupati Priya Bhaktam Vatajatan Namami. Raghupati Priya Bhaktam Vatajatan Namami. Om Shri Hanumate Namaha. Om Dhyayami Chinmayanandam Gurudevam Mahamatim Premapurnam Kriyashilam Sada Lokahiteratam Kripalum Sundarakaram Samartham Satyadarshinam Vacha Tattva Prakashinya Shoka Moha Vinashinam. Om Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. Om Namah Shri Tulsi Dasa Sadvarishtaya Dhimate Puritam Hridayam Yena Rama Premamrite Name. Om Shri Tulsi Dasaya Namaha. Hari Om, a very, very warm welcome. On an inquiry by Bhagavan Sri Ramchandra ji as to where he has to settle down, where he has to stay in the vana, in the forest, Rishi Valmiki ji very beautifully said, where are you not? Tell me that place, I will tell you where to stay. You are everywhere. However, respecting your question with so much of respect towards me, I will tell you where to stay. And all the beautiful explanations which Valmiki ji gives to Bhagavan Sri Ramchandra ji indicates the love for all Bhagavan's devotees, and at the same time to only enhance the clarity that Bhagavan remains everywhere and more in the heart of the devotees. And that again becomes the request as though from Valmiki ji to Ramchandra ji. A devotee may say, I don't think I have that kind of a devotion, because my devotion is based on some whimsical facts. Therefore, how do I start gaining that devotion? Where do I start? And Valmiki ji very beautifully says, you should start from the grossest to the subtlest. The grossest immediate start can be through Shravanam. And Shravanam is the first step towards gaining clarity, gaining abidance, and gaining or developing that love towards Bhagavan. And therefore, Shravanam is very important. I am sure all of you must have also known the fact, in the Rishi era, if we may say so, there were no textbooks. There were no printed or written books. There were not even manuscripts for that matter. Shravana matrena, the guru would teach the student, and the student, after learning the entire Shastra, will again teach his student. Shravana matrena. This only indicates that the mind of the student was so pure that just by once listening, they would register it completely without any doubt, without a book, remember. Just listening to once they would register, because their slate was clean, their mind was pure, their intelligence was yearning for knowledge. What is our condition? In spite of the book in front of us, our mind wanders. Yesterday we saw, yato nischarati manaha chanchalam asthiram tatastato niyam jaitat atmanyeva vasham nayet, says Bhagavad Gita. Remove that mind which is strewn all over in the world, which is running behind the whims and fancies, things and beings of the world, and channelize them, focus them, is what Bhagavad Gita says. This mind requires an alambana. This mind requires a path to trek. And the first ever path which we can know is through listening. What do I listen? Yesterday we saw Ramakatha, the glories of Ramchandra ji, the leelas of Ramchandra ji, the stories about Ramchandra ji, the gunas of Ramchandra ji, the beautiful way he would treat every single person and make them feel comfortable to that extent, even when Maricha and Subahu, we will see it in the other place where Maricha and Subahu is being killed by Ramchandra ji in Sundarakanda. At that time, Subahu says, Maricha feels, what? How can I kill this young, beautiful, handsome, simple boy? How can I, the Rakshasa, kill him? He is so beautiful. My mind does not want to kill him. My mind and heart is attracted towards him. Even a Rakshasa gets attracted by the very thought of Ramchandra ji. And therefore, these stories brings lot of confidence in the devotee's heart. If a Rakshasa can be attracted, why can't I be attracted? Only because I am not giving my mind towards him. So how do I give my mind towards him? I listen to his stories. I listen to his glories. Shravanam. And therefore, now see, very important. Yesterday also we made a mention. Shravanam kirtanam Vishnoh, smaranam padasevanam, archanam vandanam dasyam, Sakhyam Atmanivedanam Navadha Bhakti, which will again we will see when Ramchandra ji goes to the ashrama of Shabari Mata. We will see that. But first is Shravanam. Now see, earlier we saw 14 years, 14 houses, and we also mentioned all the 14 houses are nothing but one house only, that is our own heart. And why 14? Now see, be very attentive now. We have 5 senses, 5 sense organs, and then the set of 4 of Antahkarana. Antahkarana is of 4 parts: Manaha, Buddhihi, Chitta, Ahankara. So 5 senses, 5 sense organs, 4 parts of Antahkarana put together is 14. And now please note, it is these 14 which are the cause for samsara. Think. These 14, if we can cross, it is as though crossing the ocean of samsara. Swamiji, you said 14. Why do you call it ocean of samsara? This is only 14. We can cross. If it was to be so easy, all the granthas will become redundant. Ramayana will become useless. Mahabharata is redundant. Bhagavad Gita, noise. If it were to be so easy. Why it is so difficult? Because our mind is completely distracted. Completely distracted. Why 14? 1 is sufficient for us to get distracted and go away from Bhagavan. 1 is sufficient. 14 are there. You think it is so easy? Think. Therefore, 14 aspects of this personality constitutes 14 houses, which is 14 years, and all in one individuality, Jiva. This Jiva, gaining the knowledge of its own faculties, which becomes an advantage when he is a sadhaka, but a disadvantage when he is a samsari. Think. And it is these 14 houses where Valmiki ji wants Ramchandra ji to stay and guide each and every aspect of faculty of this personality, so that when Ramchandra ji guides, all the faculties will come together, integrate together and channelize towards that bhakti sadhana through which one can reach that Bhagavan. And yesterday we saw the first house out of the 14 houses where Bhagavan Sri Ramchandra ji has to stay, according to Valmiki ji, is ears, karana, through which all the stories, leelas, gunas of Bhagavan Ramchandra ji should be heard. A normal man, woman included, is a person who has somehow here and there picked up stories of Ramchandra ji, and he has connected the dots according to his own way, and then he has understood, oh, this is Ramayana, over. But we have so much to learn, so much to analyze, scrutinize, introspect on every aspect of Ramchandra ji's life, which will throw a light, which will open our eyes as to where we are. This phenomenal change from a common distracted jiva to a devoted bhakta is a huge journey. But the distance of the journey can be reduced when mind, sharira, mana, buddhi, chitta, ahankara, along with the sthula and sukshma sharira together, when they are channelized. If they have to be channelized, then one must know completely through Shravana the glory of Rama. So that becomes the first house. Right? And then, in fact, incidentally, In Tulsi Ramayan, there is 14 houses. If you go to Adhyatma Ramayan of Vedavyasji, he also mentions all this, but there it is only 9. Alright, there is only 9. Here it is 14. Alright, now with these 14 upadhis, technically speaking, or the Antakarana, we have to cross this river of ocean of samsara. Please note, yesterday we saw, where there is Kama, there is no Rama. Where there is Rama, there cannot be Kama. Now, we should not get discouraged. We should understand where we are. We have to accept our limitations. We have to accept our, what do you call it as? Status of our mind. The caliber of our mind. Mind is mind. Chanchalatvam manaha. Asthiratvam manaha. Therefore, how much ever we learn, how much ever we study, mind gets distracted. Mind gets, a hole to escape. A path to escape, and the mind escapes. And after some time we remember, we recall, oh, my mind has distracted. Bring it back. Look at that shloka of Bhagavad Gita. Yato yato nischarati manaha chanchalam asthiram. Krishna also endorses, please note, asamshayam mahabaho manaha durnigraham chalam. This is mind. Then how do I come out of it? Tatastato niyam yaitat atmani eva vasham nayet. Bring the mind back with all love and care. When you bring the mind back with all love and care, you will find slowly mind also gets habituated. Mind also gets attracted to the leelas of Ramchandraji, to the glories of Ramchandraji, to the gunas of Ramchandraji, to the ways Ramchandraji lived. Mind will get attracted. And thus, again and again, we have to do it. Once if you do, it will not come. Because so many, bahunam janmanam ante jnanavan mam prapadyate. Bahunam janmanam ante. It is not some months, it is not some days, months or years. Sometimes lives. Therefore, that many lives, that many janmas we have not gone towards Ramchandraji. You think in one day it will go, all those samsarika thoughts will go and I become a great bhakta? No, it is not possible. Technically not possible. Then what do I do? Abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagena cha grihyate. Bhagavad Gita says. You have to do it through what? Abhyasa. Practice. Vairagya. Vairagya is what? Remember, earlier also I mentioned, time and again I will mention because many of you might not have heard the earlier ones. Vairagya means dispassion. But the another way of looking at it, what is that another way? When I attach myself towards the higher, the lower one gets detached by itself. Think. Balastavat kridasaktah तरुणस्तावत् तरुणीसक्तः वृद्धस्तावत् चिन्तासक्तः परमे ब्रह्मणि कोऽपि न मग्नः. Balastavat kridasaktah. When I was a child, my attraction was krida, play. To that child, you give a toy, and along with that, you keep one maybe diamond chain or a ring. You keep a 500 rupees, one full section, packet of 500 rupees note. What will the child pick? The child does not know the diamond ring or its value. The child would not know the 500 rupees section. a complete packet, 50,000 rupees. Child will not know. For that, immediately what is attractive? The toy. Why? I can play with the toy, therefore I want the toy. Think. This is exactly our condition. We are playing with the toys of the whims and fancies, the toys of the things and beings of the world. Therefore, we are unable to understand the value of the Sanatana, the value of the Supreme Lord, the value of the Shastras, and value of our capacity to reach them. Irrespective of the fact that many of us have some knowledge of the Shastra, we know Vedanta, we may speak Vedanta, but we are prey to our own demands. Think. Tarunastavat taruni saktaha. The moment I become a youth, these toys have no value for us anymore. We call all the other boys, small boys, you take this toy, you take the... Earlier, I would keep it in an almara and lock it and keep, this is my toy, don't touch. My own brother should not touch or sister should not touch. Why? My toy. Think. Now, when I have grown a little, I give, where lies a great dani, I would give all the toys to all these younger boys and girls. Why? I am no more attracted to that. My attraction is somewhere. Vriddhastavat chinta saktaha. What is chinta? Oh, I have become old. Now I cannot play all those toys. Now I cannot do what I wanted to do. I have wasted all my life. I could have made it so useful, so valuable. Why didn't you do? Attraction towards things and beings. Think. Therefore, I must listen to Bhagavan's Katha so that my mind is occupied with Bhagavan's Katha, and the mind which is occupied has no place for other things. Priority should be changed from the whims and fancies of the world to priority towards Bhagavan. Just as Tarunastavat Taruni Saktaha, Krida Saktaha drops. Similarly, when I lift myself, uplift myself towards Bhagavan's thoughts, all the other petty thoughts will automatically drop. Think. Shravanam. More and more Bhagavan's Katha, more and more my mind is occupied. More and more my mind is occupied, less and less I have time for all other things. Employ your mind completely towards Bhagavan, your mind is completely free of attraction towards things and beings, whims and fancies of the world. And the next house is, please note, 14 houses we are talking of. The first house is Shravanam. Second one, yesterday we discussed about Niagara Falls. The more and more I get information from my friends and relatives about Niagara Falls, I want to see. Is it not? Movie. Some movie has come. Now later some movie about Chhatrapati Shivaji. I don't know, I don't remember the name of the movie. Chhatrapati Shivaji movie has come. What an amount of rush to see that movie. And everybody, Swamiji, I went to this movie, Swamiji. Swamiji, you should see this movie. Think. The more and more people call, the more and more people describe, the more and more people, give description about the activities there, the action-oriented movie, and the beautiful acting by these people. When they saw, even I will start getting, oh, is it so good? Probably I should watch. Look at Bhajagovindam. Dhyayato vishayan pumsah sangasteshu pajayate. The moment people talk, I also start thinking about it. Immediately, what do I want to? Sangasteshu upajayate manaha. My mind wants to go and associate, merge, contact. Similarly is this. When more and more Ramakatha comes to my mind, through various streams in this ocean of mind. When Rama Katha flows in, I want to see Rama. I want to, dream about Rama. I want to know the glory of Rama. I really want to see him. Swamiji, when will Rama come in front of me? I just want to hug him. I want to feel so happy being with him. I want to see every part of his body, his beautiful Kamala Nayana Ram, Vimala Charana Ram, Kamala Nayana Vimala Charana Patita Pavana Ram. That Kamala Nayana, that Vimala Charana, I want to see. And Krishna Bhaktas have got much beautiful stotra. What is that? Adharam madhuram nayanam madhuram. Think. Madhuradhipate akhilam madhuram. Every part of his body, every thought of him is madhura, is beautiful. More and more, more and more. I bring in thoughts of Rama. I bring in thoughts of Krishna. My mind is available for thoughts of Rama, for thoughts of Krishna, and therefore such a mind cannot go away. Therefore, hey Rama, first you go through the ears and stay in the devotee's heart. Second, Rama, go through his eyes and stay in his heart. Where does everything go? Ears, eyes, nose, all these are senses, 5 senses through which I gain knowledge. Ears cannot hear without the permission of the mind. Eyes cannot see without the permission of the mind. Nose cannot smell without the permission of the mind. Tongue cannot taste without the permission of the mind. Think. Skin, touch. Mind alone is responsible. Think. So, Valmiki ji says, hey Rama, whenever the devotees come to you, through the ears he wants to think of you, go through the ears and stay in his heart. Through the eyes, go and stay in his heart. Through the mouth, stay in his heart. What a beautiful thing. So the first house is Shravanendriyam. Second house, Chakshurendriyam, through the eyes. Why? I want to see him. And the third, which we have to discuss, is Vagendriyam. First house, second house we have seen. Third, Vagendriyam, speech. It is easier probably to control the ear. It is easier probably to control the eyes. But the tongue, my God, I tell you, is so terrible. Why? Non-stop it will go on talking all nonsense. Yes or no? Under the Constitution of India, we have got every right to speak whatever we want to speak. Yes. But at the same time, the Shastras say, speak that by which you will entertain, not only entertain yourself, but you will gain. But where is our speech? What are our speech? Gossips all around the city. Even, let us say when we are doing the puja, somebody calls up and says, you know what happened? Oh, is it? What happened? Tell me. Bhagavan will have to wait. Aarti, we would have lit the camphor. We will keep the camphor like that only. Naivedyam, you have taken water. Now you have to stay. Bhurbhuva swaha tatsavitu. What happened? And then Bhagavan, now the water, you pour the water down. And then you want to listen. I may exaggerate, but think, is this not happening to each and every one of us? Think. Therefore, now see, look at these two. One is a desire for things and beings. Another one is a desire for Bhagavan. Who should decide what I want? Bhagavan cannot decide. Please note, don't blame Bhagavan. Bhagavan does not decide, please. It is I who decide what I want. I am a free person. I am in free Bharata. I want my space. Foolish? Think. It is me who voluntarily decide what I have to taste, what I have to speak, what I have to see, what I have to listen. Think. When I entertain my desires for equipping myself, appointing myself, engaging myself with the things and beings of the world, Rama does not do anything. Rama will peacefully smile and say, thank God I have no disturbance. You go, they get distracted. But the same mind, when it understands that the things and beings of the world can only give me temporary pleasure, a pleasure that will never last long, a pleasure which will only give pain, trouble, ill fame, etc. Such a pleasure which is so temporary, which is painful, which will bring ill fame, I want that pleasure because it is instant pleasure. Think. Whereas Bhagavan, I have to do a lot of work. I have to do sadhana. I have to struggle. And people are not interested in the struggle and then gaining the permanent pleasure. They want instant pleasure. Therefore, Swamiji, after retirement, I will attend all your classes. Think. What will happen? Vriddhastavat chinta saktah. Think. Therefore, this desire of the world should be reduced, for which I have to increase the desire for Bhagavan. And through Shravanam and Drishyam here is what? I cannot see physically Bhagavan, but I see the Vigraha. I see the Pratibimba. With that, I get attached to a personified Rupa of the Lord in my own heart. If I can imagine everything in the world, why can't I imagine Bhagavan to be my friend? Think. Now, if the devotee decides that I want Bhagavan only, and he wants this bhakti to be developed, to be intensified, what should he do? Now, very interesting. When you go to the Jnana Marga says, withdraw your senses, don't let the senses allow, withdraw all the senses, come back, hold on tight. Shama, Dama, Uparama, Titiksha, Shraddha, Samadhana, all the Shad Sampatti we should have, Viveka, Vairagya, Mumukshutvam, all these 4 types of sadhana we must have. Therefore, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that. Only don't. Withdraw is Jnana Marga. Bhakti Marga is very interesting. Why? It says, don't withdraw, use all the senses. Now please note very carefully. Use your senses with some sense in it. You understand? What is the sense in it? The sense is to turn towards him. Use your eyes to see that Ramachandra. Use your ears to listen to the glory of Ramachandra. Use your mouth to sing the bhajans of Ramachandra. Think. Use your hands to beautifully worship Ramachandra. Every organ is given to us towards moving towards Bhagavan. How many of us are using it properly? Knowing it very well, still we get distracted. Think. Now, the eyes can also be used. How? By going to Tirtha Kshetras. I want to go to Darjeeling. I want to go to Singapore. I want to go to Ooty, Kodaikanal. You can go there to see the glory of the Lord, manifestations of the Lord. With that thought, if you go, well and good. But do we go for that? Think. We go for our own sense gratifications. Think. Let me take this example. Mahakumbha just now concluded on Shivaratri day. 65 crores of people had gone there. How many of them had gone there only for the devotion, for the sake of that bhakti towards Bhagavan, and in the Triveni Sangama to take a bath in the confluence of Ganga, Yamuna and Guptagamini, Saraswati? You think the people went there for bhakti alone? Think. If people consider that all of them had gone only for because of bhakti, I am sorry. It is for many of them, I will not say all of them, definitely there are true bhaktas who had gone there, but definitely all of them did not go there. It is a hype. The media, the people, everybody create, especially the social media and the digital media. The amount of hype they create. Oh, is it so? So many people are going. Oh, even he had gone. Shah Rukh Khan. Not Shah Rukh Khan. Shah Rukh Khan would not go there. Oh, even our deputy chief minister of Karnataka, even he had gone there. Think, oh, that means I also want to go. Is this called bhakti? Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji went there and he also took bath in the Triveni Sangamam. Therefore, if Narendra Modi ji had gone, I will also want to go. Is this called bhakti? That film star went and took bath. I will also go and take bath. Is it bhakti? Half of the crowd has gone because of that. If you really say, and when you go there, you take selfie and then you share. That is not a wrong thing. I accept. I don't, disgrade or degrade all the selfies, etc., etc. But that becomes a primary, which should not. Think. I go there, take bath, and pray for everybody. Lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu, sarve bhavantu sukhinaha, sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschit dukkha bhag bhavit. Arre, how many people? And you call them devotees? Think. Therefore, the desire for good should overrule the desire for sense gratifications. When I thus decide to turn towards the higher, to turn all my desires also towards the Lord. There is a very beautiful song in Tamil. I don't know the full song. Suddenly it came to my mind. I will share. Kallanalum Tiruchenduril Kallaveen. Oru maramanalum palamudir cholayil maramaveen. Like that it says, if you want me to become a stone, make me a stone in Tiruchendur. Muruga's Bhakta sings. Make me a stone in Tiruchendur. If you want to make me a tree, make me a tree in Palamudir Cholai, which is full of trees. Tiruchendur, it's a sea coast temple full of rocks all around, beautiful place. One must go. Aru Padai Veedu, it is said, Muruga's Aru Padai Veedu, 6 beautiful houses of Bhagavan Muruga. Every place has got a significance, every place has got a beauty on its own, every place has got a symbolism in it. So when I say I want to become something, make me a true bhakta of Bhagavan. Think. Thus the desire has to change. Rama, go and sit in that heart and make the ears listen to your katha, make the eyes listen to your form, see your form. And therefore, when you talk about these things, you can go on talking. There is no into it. We'll continue. The third house, as I said, is speech. Talk about Bhagavan. Talk about Bhagavan. Talk about his Leela. Now see, we'll take an example of a very cultured family. A father, mother, son, daughter. Very beautifully, culturally upbeat. The father and mother has given excellent samskaras for this boy who is going to the school, doing very well in his school. For a long period of time it is going on. But suddenly they find, one fine day, the boy comes to the house, and when some transaction, some interaction takes place, the boy uses a bad word. Immediately the father and mother are astonished. Why? Such a word will never be used in a cultured family. Immediately mother and father calls, hey, come here, sit down. I want to talk to you. Where did you hear this word? Who taught you this word? Why? In this house, we never speak that house. If he has taught, he has learnt it from somewhere. Now think. What I hear, be very attentive. What I hear and what I see is what I will talk. I'll repeat. Relate it to yourself. What I hear, what I see is what I will talk. So if a particular word is coming from my mouth, it is a word that I have heard, or it is a word that has come from the vision, what I have seen. Otherwise that word cannot come. Therefore, when I am speaking something, I must be careful what I am speaking. I must make sure that everything what I hear should not be spoken. I must discriminate. This is called Viveka. What is Viveka? An ability to discriminate between right and wrong, good and bad, conducive, unconducive, pleasant, unpleasant. Think the pairs of opposites. I, through the culture which I have developed, should be able to discriminate and note what I should speak. The more I repeat, the more it becomes a habit. Remember a habit? H-A-B-I-T. Remove H, a bit remains. Remove A, bit remains. Remove B, it remains. This is called habit. Therefore, I develop a habit to walk, to see, to hear that which is good for me in my path of sadhana. Hey Rama, go and sit in the heart of such a person who wants to be a good devotee, who wants to be a good sadhaka, who wants to know you and who wants to become you. Hey Rama, go and sit in his heart through what? Through his tongue. Look at the beauty in what Valmiki ji says. Therefore, in the Sadhana Panchakam, in the second shloka, the first words, first sentence says, Sangas satsu vidhiyatam bhagavato bhaktir dridhadhiyatam. Sangaha satsu vidhiyatam. Your association must be with sat vastu, sat chintana, sat karya, sat purusha. Think. Association can change our angle of vision. The thoughts and the qualities and texture of my thoughts can be changed through what? Through right association. What is that right association? Sangaha satsu vidhiyatam. Sat is what? Truth. Yat trikaleshu tishtati trikala abhadita vastu iti satyam tat satyam sangaha. Think. Bhagavato bhaktir dridhadhiyatam. Be firm in your devotion towards Bhagavan. Have faith in Bhagavan. Have trust in Bhagavan. We have faith, we have trust in all rotten things of the world, but we don't have trust in Bhagavan. And we call ourselves as devotee. How funny. How stupid. Think. Therefore, my association is always through Shravanam and Darshanam. And now, with the speech, what do? I sing the glory of the Lord. I speak the Leelas of the Lord. Think. That is why yesterday we sang that song. Rama Nama Umme Nudi Mana Rama Nama Umme Midiyali Hridayada Veene Umme Vidiyali Hridayada Veene Umme Rama Nama Umme. Once Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyan Rama Nama Varanane. Oh, people are very happy with this shloka. Oh, Swamiji, if I chant Rama once, I need not chant Sahasranama. Very easy. Aye. You have to chant Sahasranama. You have to learn Bhagavad Gita. When a condition comes that you are unable to chant the Bhagavad Gita, when a situation comes when you cannot, sing the name of the Lord, at that condition, during that particular small segment of time, it is only our imagination, there is nothing like that. 24/7, you can take the name of Lord in whatever condition you want. But still, to console that mind, chant Rama at least once. Think. This ability to think of the Lord, take the name of the Lord. If I have to think of the Lord, the best way is chant the name of the Lord. Namasmaranat anya upayam nahi pashyamo bhavatarane. Therefore, take his nama. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Constantly hear that. Constantly chant. Whenever there is no other activity, start chanting. Don't start counting, not required. Swamiji, I will chant 108 times Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. And early morning I get up to take a mala. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram. Shri Ram. That Shri Ram from Vijayapura, this person had to give me 500 rupees. He had taken 17 years back. Now he has not given. I don't know whether he will remember me or not. I don't know whether I'll... Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Where is Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram? Where is Shri Rama of Vijayapura? Think. Mind. Therefore, the sadhana here is to focus, to integrate. Hey Rama, my mind is unable to do it because of his chanchalatvam, asthiratvam. Therefore, please come and stay in my heart and guide. We will see in Sundarakanda, very beautiful shloka is there regarding this also. Naham manye tava charanayor advandva hetoho. Beautiful, beautiful shloka. We will talk about it there. But now, take the name of the Lord. Take the name of the Lord. House 1, ears. House 2, eyes. House 3, very powerful. The organ of speech. Chant his name. Continuously, even while you are working, one part of your mind should go on chanting. Very interesting. When we are doing puja, our major part of mind is thinking of the world only. But while we are in the world, why can't one part of the mind think of Rama? Think. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. We have covered 3 organs. We still have to cover 2 more organs, and that is Jnanendriyas, then comes Karmendriyas, then comes the Antakarana, Mano Buddhi Chitta Ahankaraha. We will continue. Tulsi Das ji is very beautifully continues. Alright, and now at this juncture, let me remind you of that beautiful Chandas, which is the last shloka in the Balakanda. Nijagira pavani karana karana Rama jasu tulasi kayo Raghubira charita apara baridhi Para kabi kaune lahyo उपवीत ब्याह उछाह मंगल सुनिज सादर गावही वैदेहि राम प्रसाद तेजन सर्वदा सुख पावही निज गिरा पावनी करन कारण राम जसु तुलसी कयो. Tulsidasi wrote, what did he say? For the purification of my tongue, for the purification of my speech, I am singing the glory of the Lord through this wonderful Ramacharitamanasa, by which I gain devotion towards Bhagavan. We will continue tomorrow. सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. हरि ओम. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय.